Welcome to Damage Control, where we illustrate the real cost of corruption so that we all can understand it better and buy into the need to go beyond being outraged to become part of the agents for change. Damage Control is brought to you by MacArthur Foundation and CITAD. I am Dr. Damages.
Corruption is not just about giving or taking money. Corruption is about not doing the right thing. And why are we corrupt? Because of lack of understanding. Because we do not understand that we don't need too much.
The anti-corruption fight of President Muhammadu Buhari has again shown to be a huge joke, with the arrest of the Accountant General of the Federation, Mr. Ahmed Idris. Can you imagine that? The Accountant General. Just look at the headline. 80 billion looted by a single man. Wait. How much is ASU demanding for now? How much? A man stole 80 billion in a country that cannot find 80 billion to get 1.8 university students back into their classes. How can such a massive amount have left the national treasury without anyone noticing? Sorry, Mefere, the central bank governor, was busy dreaming of being president. This is unbelievable. Yes, the Accountant General has been suspended. Who is now counting the money? Anyway, but the Minister of Finance needs to explain to Nigerians how the Accountant General could steal 80 billion without her knowledge. Because the office of the Accountant General is under the supervision of the Ministry of Finance. How could that happen? If anybody is serious about fighting corruption in Buhari's government, the Minister of Finance should have been suspended too. Now, that will make others to sit up. In fact, if Buhari suspends the Minister of Finance today, the Attorney General of the Federation, Malami, will do what they do in China. He will commit suicide instead of waiting for the EFCC to come and get him. But we know that nothing as such can happen. Not likely. In Nigeria, no. The entire government of Buhari is a corruption soakaway that is full to the brim. Hey, Sasha! From the Attorney General of the Federation to the NNPC to the school feeding program of the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, allegations of corruption follow officials of the Buhari's government like an angry shadow. Now, the Accountant General is only an officer. In the Ministry of Finance, how did he manage to launder 80 billion naira without his boss in the ministry knowing how? The activities of Ahmed Idris have always raised suspicion in the public domain. For example, in November of 2020, Nigerians were shocked when news emerged that Ahmed Idris, the same man, acquired multi-billion naira properties, Gazawa Commodity Market and the Gazawa Integrated Farms in Kano. Obviously, these properties were above his pay grade of an Accountant General of a federation. No, it should have raised eyebrows within any government that is serious about fighting corruption. It should have. But Buhari did nothing. Now, the Accountant General also purchased Sokoto hotels in Kano for 500 million naira and demolished it and built an ultra-modern multi-billion naira shopping mall. Now, the man was basically saying, catch me if you can. And there are hundreds of men like him all around Buhari. What is Buhari doing about it? Just sitting down, picking his state, Yeah, like this. When he is not doing that, he is jumping from one plane to another, heading to any country that will let him come in, that will let his plane land. Ahmed Idris even used his ill-gotten wealth to bribe an underage 16-year-old girl to marry him. Look at the story. Yep. Yeah, he told the 16-year-old bride to choose any house of her choice anywhere in Abuja, that he will purchase it for her. And when she pointed at Aso Rock, that's what I was told, the Accountant General threw up. He was doing big boy with public money, your wealth. Now, with the actions of Ahmed Idris, his arrest, and the EFCC, and his, subsequent suspension by the Minister of Finance, it shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody, but it was a surprise to the ministry. The only surprise should be that he was left in charge of the national treasury by this corruption-fighting government, despite numerous allegations of corruption against him all over in the media. Buhari doesn't read the press, so who cares? President Buhari even cleared him to continue in his position after attaining that retirement age, thereby breaking civil service rules for a thief. How many other thieves have Buhari broken the rule to retain? How many? We don't know. There are many. Now the government is acting surprised about the corruption allegations around Ahmed Idris. They are surprised. Already, the EFCC has traced 17 properties in London, Dubai, Lagos, Abuja, Kano to the suspended Accountant General. Can you imagine that? The investigation is still ongoing, according to the EFCC. Oh my God, I'm holding my breath. Next time, you will see him in Saudi Arabia. The same way we saw Willie Obiano, former governor of Anambra State, in Atlanta Airport the other day. Look at him. This is someone the FCC sees his passport. They did not tell us when Obiano was cleared to leave Nigeria and go and live his life. Why would they tell us? We don't matter. What is amazing is that this Buhari's administration is still in power, and this level of corruption is being revealed. Imagine what will happen. Imagine if we get another government from another political party in office in 2023. Imagine what we are going to see. Kafune fune diotoa. Fune fune. Ogadiaga.